morning, everyone. My name is Deshaun Mullen, and today I'm going to be telling you guys how to invest penny stocks for beginners. So basically, penny stocks is something that I have basically developed an interest in, and I'm going to show you all how to do it. So, introduction. So, big money, small money, tall money, short money, fat money, skinny money. Basically, there's a lot of money to be made in this world. What I mean by that is this. There's so much money to be made in the world that there's a lot of different ways that you can do it. So my interest was basically to do stocks. Stocks is something that basically I just invest spare change into personally, and then I see my money basically multiply over time, and then I get refunds. So working at Patrick for over a year and a half, I have seen the dollar fluctuate faithfully year and year, time and time out. So this has allowed me the opportunity to see the value of the dollar increase and decrease. As the value of the dollar fluctuates, so does the value of companies that depend on the dollar to determine their worth. This brings me to today's topic, stocks. So stocks are thriving as technology makes it easier for us to invest in. Apps are the wave of the future and can benefit us by giving us access to the 3 most popular stock trading networks for Android and Apple: Robinhood, Acorns, and Stash. Personally, I only invest in 2 of these, and that's Robinhood and Acorns, and that's for my own preference. So I'll get into it a little bit later, but basically I'll show you all the demographics of the different apps and how they work. Next slide. So stocks. What are stocks, you may be asking? So stocks are basically different portions of the company split out to people who want to invest in them and to make money. So you can buy portions of this stock, and basically when the company is doing good, you double your money, or when the company is doing bad, you lose your money. What are stocks? According to Investopedia, stocks are shares or portions of a company that have been sold in order to receive investments to improve, advance, or advertise a company. Owning a majority of the shares doesn't mean that you own the company, however. You own a majority of the company's shares, but have no control over how the company is run. So even if you own 50% of that company's stocks and you're a billionaire, you still don't own that company. You're not anyone's boss. You can't come in and walk out with a chair out of the office. You basically just own most of the company stocks. So when it's doing good, you would benefit mostly from whatever is going on with the company at that time. Next slide, please. Your initial investment. So Stash.com says that investing in a stock that means a lot to you may be your first goal, but that doesn't always mean that it will be profitable. So basically, investing is a business. You don't want to invest with your heart. You want to invest with your mind first. Because if you know what you're doing, then you know that you're going to make money. But having a sense of direction would be basically greatly influenced by you knowing what stock you want and what interests you. So that would be a great place to start. Just knowing if you like music, then you'll probably invest in a music company. If you like technology, you're most likely going to invest in a technology company first. Your personal interest will help you narrow where your first investment will start if you're unsure. As far as the amount of your investment, that will be determined by the amount of expendable cash you have. Be prepared to have gains and losses on the way to becoming profitable. The key part of the entire process is investing in the app that best fits your financial needs. Next slide, please. So Robinhood, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Robinhood. I do invest in Robinhood. And Robinhood offers no fees or commissions as forms of payment for the investing service. So it's completely free. You don't have to do anything. Even if you have a $0 portfolio, that's on you. Just don't make any money at the time. Robinhood allows the customers to choose the exact stock that they are interested in person. So basically, they have no fees, but you're basically going to be doing all the work. So you have to go and do your research on websites and see what stocks have the most potential for gains and things like that. I like this app because if you start with like as little as $100, there are no fees, like I said. So maybe penny stocks would be something good to invest in, because with penny stocks, the stocks aren't worth that much, so they're more likely to fluctuate. So your $100 will be worth a lot more in a penny stock versus if you bought a stock of Apple that would cost the exact $100. So you wouldn't make anything with Apple versus if you bought something for 17 cents or something like that, and it fluctuated. There is no minimum balance required to start investing in Robinhood. So that was a big draw for me. Robinhood offers no fees, no anything. So I basically just go in there when I have extra change and I invest in penny stocks, and when it goes up, it goes up, and when it goes down, I don't sell. I just wait for it to go back up. The next slide, please. Stash. So this is the one that I don't, and the only one that I don't invest in. Stash allows users to invest in exchange traded funds, small portions of a larger fund. So what this means is Stash has a lot of different high-profile companies, but they let you get the most out of your money. So normally a stock for Apple would be like more or less $139, but Stash allows you to invest in that. They just combine it with a lot of different stocks. So basically, if you like Apple, you like technology, and it's too expensive for you to buy a $139 stock, you basically can invest in the exchange traded funds, which is a small portion of a lot of these different funds combined. So when they do make profit, you get like 0.00012 or something like that of the expensive stuff. So you invest in what you like versus individual companies. Like Robinhood, you basically have to go in and do all of the work, but Stash basically creates a profile for you based on whatever you like. So whatever your interests are, that's what Stash caters to, and gears your investments towards that. Stash charges $1 per month, however, until your portfolio value is $5,000, at which point it charges 0.25 of your portfolio value. So you can see where this can get a little bit expensive once you start getting up there in numbers, and it hits $5,000, then 0.25 is going to be a large amount. And they also charge $1. But if you're a student, most of these sites offer it to be free until you do hit that 5,000 point. Next slide, please. Acorns. So Acorns, the big thing for me is a round up incentive. So anytime I use my debit card or make a transaction from my bank account, it basically rounds it up to $1, and all that extra cents goes into my Acorns investment. So if I go buy something for $1 and let's say 19 cents. So the 81 cents will go into my Acorns investment, and basically it'll start investing for me based on the preferences that I selected. So every time I use my debit card, I don't feel as guilty because I know that it goes into my investment portfolio. So $1 a month for portfolios below 5,000 unless you're a student. At this point, there is no cost. 0.25% charges after account reaches $5,000. But like I said, for students, there is no cost for this. And it builds a custom portfolio to invest in automatically based on the user's interest. Next slide, please. So how to maintain control of your accounts. So short-term investments versus long-term investments. So for investors who like quick money, basically you're going to be a day trader. You're more geared toward being a day trader. So that's basically you check the stocks every day, and when it increases, say for instance you have a penny stock that goes up by 5 cents and you have like $1,000 invested to it, and it goes up by 5 cents, you're going to want to sell right then and there because you're like, oh, I made my money back, I made $200 or whatever the case may be, and you want to sell. So members who have money, who want to see their money grow over time and have faith in the long-term investing ability of a company growing to the scale of like an Apple company or something like that, you are a long-term investor. You basically put your money into companies and let it do the working for you, and then years later, if the company did really well, then you make a lot of money. Next slide, please. How and when to sell your investment. During short-term investing, stocks are usually sold when the profit percentage is between 20 and 25%. Losses should be limited to 7 to 8% before you sell, according to investors.com. What this means is this. So basically 20 to 25% profit is your ideal margin. It's most likely not going to go up any higher than that unless you're basically one of those very lucky individuals. 7 to 8% loss, if it goes down, your total value in a company goes down to 7 to 8%, then you should sell, because most likely, based on statistics and investors.com, it's going to keep going down. So these are the ideal points of time that you want to make a move on your portfolio. Next slide, please. So in summary, we spoke about the benefits of investing in stocks both long-term and short-term. What apps are best, and when are the best times to sell stocks. Stocks can be a simple way of investing in your future, or a complex way to make a living depending on your taste. Stocks allow your money to grow over time, and with a little bit of invested, you can make a lot of return. Thank you.
I ran out of time. Sorry about that. I tried to rush it at the end. He told me